book besties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chris T's Books. This is going to be my first reading vlog of 2025, or for me, the first reading vlog that I've ever filmed in my entire YouTube career. Hello. I love to read. I love to drink tea. This channel is literally just me talking about books and drinking my tea. I actually didn't make tea today, so failure immediately. I need to get my brand together, honestly. You're also wondering why there is like no artwork on the wall and why it's giving bare bones. It's actually because I'm moving in a week. I'm a little bit stressed about it, to be honest, because I clearly have not packed anything up. I'm so excited to move because then I get to redo my bookshelves and buy some more bookshelves and completely decorate them. I would love suggestions if you have suggestions with your bookcases. Like, honestly, like, I need help. Anyways, for this video today, we are reading new releases in 2025. I'm super excited. I'm really bad at reading new releases because my physical TBR is so big because I have a problem buying books. It's so big that I almost feel overwhelmed when all these new books are coming out and I'm like, I cannot keep up with these new releases. But today we're going to keep up. The first book that we will be reading for this video is none other than A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. If you did happen to watch my last video, you know that I ranted and raved about The Unmaking of June Farrow. Like, that was my top 5 book of 2024. It was so beautiful, so breathtaking, so lyrical. The romance was amazing. The plot was amazing. Everything I want in a book was in that book. This book came out, I think, January 7th, I believe. I'm so excited to read this book. I have very high hopes for it. I honestly think it's going to be a 4-star and above. I'm hoping it's a 5-star. I have not had a 5-star read since October 2024. So it's been a couple months and hopefully this will be my 5-star read. I do know that this book is about a girl and her brother gets like unalived and she's trying to put the pieces together and figure out what actually happened to him. I honestly prefer to go into books blind because when you read the back, sometimes it tells you entirely way too much. There was one book, I honestly can't remember what it was, where I read the back of the book and I was like, wait, why are you literally telling me the entire plot of this whole entire book? You put the SparkNote summary on the back of your book. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? I'm not reading the back of this book. I'm just going to go into it and I will update you as I go along this book and let you know my thoughts and my feelings and my rating. Okay, friends, we are here with a mini reading update for A Sea of Unspoken Things. I'm on page 50. Essentially, we are following our main character, James. She discovers the tragic news that her twin brother, Johnny, has just passed away suddenly. She's kind of going back to the town where Johnny lived and picking up the pieces, trying to figure out what happened to him, grieving, all those things. She left the town years and years and years ago. She left for some crazy reason. Like, we don't know, babe, but I'm dying to know. But essentially, they had a friend group, and the friend group had some sort of cosmic moment in which it was crazy and it involved a death of someone. From that day on, the friend group completely changed, and our main character, James, left town and went to college. And Johnny stayed. He's a photographer. Well, he was a photographer, so she's kind of putting the pieces together. What was he doing right before he passed? Like, what's happening? She finds some like suspicious things going on. Like, there's some things that are like out of the ordinary going on where I'm kind of like, oh, like something's very odd here. Like, what's happening? There's also a cute dog in this book. I love a book with a dog. If there's a dog in a book, immediately like we're going up half a star. We have also met Micah. I think that he's gonna be the love interest. Okay, but this is one toxic thing about me though. Anytime like anyone is introduced, I'm like, there's our love interest, period. I'll literally be like the grocery bagger and he literally just says like, have a great day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, our male love interest, please get a grip. I think he is though, because they have a lot of like tension. I believe something happened in the past in which they stopped talking to each other. I think it's involving the death of that person that I previously mentioned. It's honestly really, really good so far. I'm intrigued. I want to know what happened in the past, and I also want to know what happened in the present and why Johnny passed away. I mean, we know why he passed away, but we don't really know the details of it because there's some things that are not adding up. Loving it so far. Very intriguing. I do want to read more, but unfortunately tonight I'm exhausted. I am ready to go to bed, but I will pick up this book probably sometime tomorrow and let you know my thoughts. Hey guys, welcome to my car. I am still reading The Sea of Unspoken Things. I don't know how I feel. I think I was very expecting this to be a 5 stars or like a 4 and up, and I am just not feeling that strong about this book, and it's literally making me so sad. Anyways, I'm about 50% through the book. I think I'm 53% through the book. Page 140 something. So I am a significantly far amount in the book. Yes, I am intrigued in the storyline, and yes, little things are happening, but nothing, I don't feel like in the actual mystery of the book, I don't think we have developed anything. I don't find any new information that is shocking me. I kind of just feel like it's the same thing, different day from the very first chapter of the book, and that's what's frustrating me. June Farrow, that book was way longer than this book, and I just feel like the stakes were higher. We were realizing things way earlier. I was so intrigued. Also, I don't want to spoil things, but the love interest situation, they just like kissed out of nowhere. Oh, okay, so we're kissing now. Okay, you guys have a mystery to solve, so like let's get on that. I'm just not connected. I don't know if I'm in a slump or if it's this book in particular. I don't know, and it's stressing me out. I'm gonna keep continuing reading. I am still very intrigued on what's actually happening and what actually happened to her brother. The way that we just ended the last chapter, I am a little bit more interested, but I'm still just kind of like, can we move? It's giving like grandma driving the car in the right lane of the interstate going 40 miles per hour. Like, let's get to the left-hand lane, please. Anyways, I'll keep updating you as I read along. Alrighty friends, I finally finished A Sea of Unspoken Things. It's giving 3.5 stars. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed the characters for the most part. I love the way that Adrienne Young writes and the way that she puts words in a sentence. But for me, this book just like, it didn't do it. Would I recommend this book? Not necessarily. I think that this author has better books out there. And if you just want to read a mystery, there are so many better mysteries out there worth your while than this book. It's really unfortunate because I honestly thought this would be a 4 star and above, like maybe even a 5 star. So kind of unfortunate, kind of a bust. But we're gonna move on because like it's over. Just leave that girl in the past. Also, if you're wondering why my makeup looks like this and there's no mascara on, I have a show tonight. I'm an actor. I don't feel like putting my lashes on right now. Ignore it and forgive me. The next new release that we're going to be reading is It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. Now, you might be saying, Christy, that doesn't come out until May 27th. I know. I got the ARC. Thank you so much, NetGalley. I'm so excited. I can't even act like I didn't start this. So this book is following our main character, Jane. She is trying to pitch this big movie. She really believes in this movie, thinks it's going to be a big hit. The company is kind of like, this is not a hit. In her childhood days, she was like a TV child actor, so she worked on this show with a couple other people. She was kind of like the brunt of the joke all the time. Like, she wasn't the star of the show. She just kind of was like, I don't know, what's that girl from Zoe 101, like Icky Sicky Vicky? The girl that's like sick, Sticky Sicky. Anyways, she's like that girl. She's like the brunt of the joke of the show, like the comedy part. She's not like the main girl of the show. Now she's a grown-up and she is watching like the other people from her childhood TV show become stars, and Jack kind of has like this hit song. There's another girl who's pretty famous and she has not gotten anywhere. So she really, really needs this movie to make it, and she believes in it. The company does not believe in it. They're like, you need to have like a big thing that makes this movie a selling point. And she's like, oh, well, I still keep in contact with those people from that show, and Jack can like sing a song for it. So she goes with Dan. Her and Dan have like a long history, if you will, where he's kind of been like an a-hole to her. Can I cuss on YouTube? I don't know. An arse, if you will. She ends up teaming up with Dan, and they're going to New York because Jack is playing in some sort of show in New York. This is where I get confused. This whole time, I got to page 92 and did not realize who the main love interest was. I thought the main love interest was gonna be the singer from back then, but no, baby. The main love interest is Dan. I thought Dan was like raggedy. And then she started talking about his appearance, like, and I was like, wait, why are we talking about his appearance? Did I miss something here? So I go to Goodreads and I look up the summary of the book, and Dan is the love interest, not Jack. You were telling me this whole book I did not know that he was the love interest. So then I reread, and now it's a little bit more clear. Am I stupid? Probably. But I literally had no idea that that was the love interest. I literally thought this man was old. It turns out he's hot and he's the love interest. And that was scary. Okay. Now that I'm buckled in, ready to go, I understand what's happening. I'm really enjoying the book. Like I said, I'm wearing all this crazy makeup because I have a show tonight. So I love reading books about the acting industry and like the movie world and things like that because I feel very closely related to it. I will let you know if it's worth your while. Please, guys, this angle is so weirdo. Like, I'm so aware. I just had to let you guys know what I'm feeling. I am 50% through the book right now. So we are halfway there. I'm loving this. Now that I know what's going on, now that I know who the love interest is, like, this is a hit, guys. It's a hit. The setting is adorable. They went to the beach just now. That is so cute. Their little heist that they're going on, trying to get Jack to sing for the show. Like, it's just so cute. Like, secrets are coming out. Like, their banter is so cute. I'm loving this book. Annabelle Monaghan, I love her writing, but I don't love her romances. Does that make any sense? I love the way that she writes. I love the quotes. I love how she describes people. Her characters are very relatable and they're very real. There's always some character that I hate. Like, in Summer Romance, I did not like that man. I'm sorry. And then in Same Time Next Summer, I didn't like the main character, like the girl. So it's just refreshing to really like both characters and to have fun. I'm having fun, guys. Hopefully I finish it tonight because I don't have too much going on. This is a perfect beach read book. Like, whenever it comes out in May, like, y'all better read this book by the pool, by the beach. Because the vibes, immaculate. Hello, book besties. I have finally finished It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. Yeah, that was really stinking cute, guys. Honestly, it was my favorite book that I've ever read by her. As I was finishing this book and as we hit the third act breakup, I was like, oh shoot, like, I'm this girl. Like, I run away from all my problems. It was a good little wake up call moment. I was like, girl, in 2025, you need to not run away from your problems. Like, Homegirl was. I love reading books where I relate to the main character or I can be like clocked by the main character because it just makes the reading experience so much better. This was a 4-star for me, a solid 4-star. And there were some moments where I do feel like it dragged on a little bit. And obviously we had that whole like mishap where I thought the male love interest was a whole other man. Overall, it was a solid read. I had fun. The couple was super cute. My favorite part of this book, honestly, like besides the romance, was the friendships and the families and her healing her childhood wounds and getting closer with her mother. One thing about Annabelle Monaghan's books that I will say is so great is she doesn't just focus on a romance in her books. Like, she really focuses on relationships with everyone in her books. It was just really fulfilling to see her come into herself and really feel more confident about herself, stand up for herself, and have better relationships with everyone because of her self-confidence. But yeah, super fun read. Y'all should read this by the pool whenever it comes out. Like, this is such a cutie pie read. I hope you enjoyed it. This was really fun to film and like watch my reactions. Just let me know if you want some more reading vlogs. And actually, if you don't, they're coming anyway. So this was such a fun video to film. I can't wait to film more reading vlogs in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye!